What up, world? Established Rich coming right back at you. Tonight, we got to talk about Gilbert Arenas, Mr. Agent Zero himself. The same Gilbert who used to drop 50 on Kobe and smile about it. But now he's dropping something else, his ownership. See, last week, Gilbert Arenas confirmed that he gave up half of his YouTube channel. Let me repeat that. Half of his YouTube channel to Underdog Fantasy. Now it's rebranded to The Arena. And just like that, he went from being a boss to an employee on his own platform.
Now, as a company, as a company, you don't want to start from the beginning. Most people don't like the grind of anything, right? You know, they want something that's already turnkey and go. So why should they start from the beginning? Listen, we are expensive. We're not your average podcast expenses. We get paid a lot of money. So because they pay us a lot of money and we not taking no pay cuts in here, if they say your ass gonna do 2 days a week and we want to try what they do for 3 days a week and we keep our money, hey man, hey, do your thing, man. We'll see. Shit. Do your thing, man, right? Because at the end of the day, we can say, oh, hell nah, fuck that. And then they start cutting contracts. So if they want to go ahead and try 3 days a week until football season's over with and then recheck their hand, cool.
So I'll just cut to the chase. Who owns the channel?
50-50.
Oh, okay. Well, it sounds like 49-59. I mean, 51-49.
No. Well, okay. So here was the deal. So, because this is my question.
Okay.
So this was my original channel that I built.
Okay.
When I started podcast and then went to Fubo, and then because we was on linear, we was on Fubo Network.
It's the same channel from that. It's the same channel from Fubo.
Yeah. No, but I had Fubo create their own channel, and this channel stayed dormant from 2018 to 2023. So basically, what I did is I said, "Here, we can use my channel instead of going with what was that? Showtime, Josiah. What was that first company that was trying to come in?
What Showtime Basketball, right?
Yeah. So I said instead of us going on Showtime, I got a YouTube channel. And I said, listen, I'll give you guys 50% of the YouTube channel if you guys fund it. If you guys can have full control, like where it comes to thumbnails, creating, because I didn't know nothing about none of that. So you guys had the infrastructure. You give me the infrastructure, we're good. And that's how it went.
I want y'all to hear that. You created the content, you built the audience, you held the camera. And now you clocking in at your own company. And the cold part is, this ain't Gilbert Arenas' first time throwing away power. Let's go back. This the same Gilbert Arenas who brought guns into the locker room. The same Gilbert Arenas who turned his prime into a punchline. A man who was supposed to be a superstar, but couldn't get out his own way. And now, all these years later, he doing the same thing. Not with a pistol, but with a pen. Not in the arena, but behind the desk. He signed away half his platform, half his voice, half his power. All because he wanted the comfort of some corporate security. Now look, I'm not knocking the brother trying to feed his team. I get it. You got producers, you got editors, you got people to pay. But you never trade your throne for a check. You find a way to fund your kingdom yourself. Underdog Fantasy now owns 50% of your brand. That means they own half his influence, half his reach, half of his identity. That's like selling your name and then renting it back every month. And the worst part, they changed the channel name. They took Gil's Arena and made it The Arena. You notice what's missing? His name. Because when you don't own it, they can erase you anytime they want. And that's a message to every creator out there. Never sell the rights to your voice. Because once you do, you ain't talking no more. You reading the script. And I know some people are going to say, well, he rich. He got the bag. And that's true. But at what cost? Because if the bag come with chains, that ain't a blessing. That's a bailout. And this ain't nothing new for Gilbert. His career has been a story of talent without direction. Brilliance without balance. Every time he rises, he finds a way to hand the power back. Back in the day, he had a $100 million contract with the Wizards. But that locker room incident with Javaris Crittenton ended it all. He could have been a legend, but he turned himself into a headline. And here we are again. Same movie, different script. See, this is what happens when you value exposure more than ownership. When you value being seen more than being in control. Underdog Fantasy didn't buy a channel. They bought a personality. And if you think they won't replace him one day, you ain't been paying attention. They got the brand, they got the rights, and they got the infrastructure. And if Gilbert ever walks away, they keep the house he built. That's why I say this all the time. Be a boss. Not a star, not a spokesperson, a boss. Because when you a boss, you dictate terms. When you a spokesperson, you follow him. And it hurt to see because all of us root for Gilbert. He's smart, he funny, he entertaining, but he a case study in how talent without structure gets played. There's a reason why guys like Joe Budden own their networks. Why guys like Cameron, Mace, and trendsetters build from the ground up. They know that the moment you share ownership, you share control. I don't want half my brand. I want all of it. Gilbert Arenas, he's still a talented dude, but this move right here should be a wake-up call because he didn't just sign a deal. He signed away his freedom. And let's be honest, if you okay with being taken care of, you're not a boss. You're an employee with benefits. There's a difference between making money and owning money. And that difference is ownership. So to my audience, pay attention. Own your name, own your brand, own your space. Because the second you let somebody else sign that paper, you just renting your life back. Gilbert Arenas was agent 0 on the court. But off the court, he just became employee number 1. And remember, the only way to really be free is to own yourself. But hey, that's just my opinion. What's yours? Like, comment, subscribe, establish rich. I'll be back with another one. Peace.